All right, so this is Join News Interactive. This is where we engage with you on social media and all that. I was just looking at our Facebook page, and we got, what, 352,000 plus likes. You made it possible, and this is why we're here for you. If Akwa Harrison is going to be taking us through it.
Yes, coming up in the next few minutes, why you are paying more than it was suggested for your electricity tariffs, musician Diamond runs for parliament, and your comments on A+'s mash-up video that has been trending on social media. The interactive segment is brought to you by Airtel. Enjoy more talk, longer text, and internet browsing with an Airtel Too Much pack. The number to dial is *202#. Now, to send in your views, please find us on facebook.com/joynewsontv, on Twitter @joynewsontv, and on WhatsApp. Our number is 0560800000. Please add your name and location when sending us a message to the number 0560800000, and I'll share your comments with the rest of the world. Okay, so according to Public Relations Manager of the ECG, William Boating, you're paying 10% more on electricity than you previously thought. This is because of the new energy sector levy that took effect on January 1st. Israel, some Ghanaians are livid about this news. What are they saying about the story on Facebook?
All right, so it's gotten, what, 37 shares and just about 83 likes. Malam Slim says, come on, people are crying in your office and increase the bill, so Ghana don't make any profit, which can be put in that sector and let people to save their money too. I didn't quite get it. Nan Thomas says, Ghanaians can only talk but cannot do anything. What kind of hardship is this Mahama-led administration subjecting Ghanaians to? Yet we make noise about it and go to sleep. But the question is, can't we go on nationwide indefinite strike to register our displeasure? And then Sunday says, when you vote on receiving 1 CD, you pay 100 CDs. People voted for JDM on Maggie clothes, 1 Ghana CD, rice, fertilizer, zinc, etc. We are all now paying it whether you received it or not. Adeline says, as for me, I'm not paying it because the one to eat cry is a problem. To talk of paying light bill from 5 Ghana cedis to 48 cedis, no fridge, only a TV and a bulb, and they should come and cut me off. I like it that way.
So she used to pay 5 Ghana cedis?
And she's now paying 48 cedis.
Wow.
She says. Now Kojo P. Owari says, why cry aba? Why ECG could kill us so? Now that we're doing our own load scheduling too, we go pay more again. And then Obed says, I'm really sad for all Ghanaians, but I have faith that Ghana is going to be a better place one day. God bless Mother Ghana. So
those are some of the comments.
I mean, yeah, people are really complaining, and you can understand why it is so, because and there are some explanations. One, the ECG itself says that yes, there's some element of overbilling, and so we're going to refund the people's monies to them. So if you go back and go and buy credits, they're going to refund it. There's another aspect of the equation where, apart from the increases that PURC announced, there was another increase that came in, which had to do with the energy sector levy, which took it up by another 10%.
Yeah.
So after 69% thereabouts, then it goes up again by another 10%.
Yeah.
And that's why you experience it. And then again, one other interesting bit that happens is that depending on the category of consumption in which you find yourself, your increase is not 79% or 80%. Then it goes way
Which
above.
is true, because I think businesses pay more.
A lot more.
A lot more than you would pay if you were living.
If you're consuming just about 50 units a month, you're seen to be in a lifeline category. And the lifeline category, the lifeline customers don't pay that much. Or the increase would then be just about, the 79% thereabout. But if you move from that lifeline, there's no subsidy for you, and so you're bearing the full brunt.
So the energy sector levy is not just affecting petroleum products.
No.
It's also affecting the electricity you consume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what people are saying on WhatsApp. Kofi JC in Ibuakwa says, the nation has become so uncomfortable for some of us. This one says, please, President Mahama, have mercy on Ghanaians. This is from Isaac in Techi Menshia. This one says Wahala Ghana, oh. And he goes on to say a teacher asked his students 1 + 1 equals to what? A student stood up and said, a man passing by. Okay, I don't really get what you mean, but this one is from Idrisu in Bolga. Schiffman in Atonso says, another increment, government should send us to Guantanamo Bay to replace the terrorists. Boys are bre. This one says, oh, Mother Ghana, save us. Oh, Mother Ghana, are we safe? Our light bills make me stop using the light. And this one is from Roxin in Oda. And this one says, Joy News is the best. I never knew. This one is from Macbedu New Ibirem. Well, thank you for your comment. Now, let's move on. And the list... Okay.
Before you move on, there's one other aspect of the increase that of all that's happening that people are not appreciating. You know, before now, or before the current situation where load shedding has ended, you used to consume a lot less because there was load shedding. Now there's no load shedding, so you can't exactly compare what you used to consume or the bills you paid previously to the bills you're paying now. That's another thing people should
is very true. Yeah. And that's why people are putting off their own lives. At least you have the option to take care of your life.
Your own load shedding.
Yeah, so you know when you need it, you go and do your essential things, and then when you don't need it, you just put everything off. Now, the list of celebrities eyeing the lawmaking body of government continues to grow longer. Musician Diamond appears the latest to express her interest in going to Parliament, and according to her, it's all for the women and children. And if you don't know who Diamond Appiah is, let's have a look at her music video. Israel, so that is Diamond Appiah. Please pull up her poster for those at home to see. So there it is. Diamond Appiah running on the ticket of Kwesi Ade-Odike's party, that is the United Progress Party.
She's pretty, all right?
She is very pretty, I think so. But yeah, the artist who has been out of the limelight for a while, focusing on her cosmetic business, now has a different focus. So do you think she can win the hearts of the electorate? Isha, do you think she can?
She could, yeah.
What are people saying?
All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So the comments, well, not so many. Rain Khan says, concert, oh, why? And Sally Fuwana said, why this time? Godwin says, seriously. And Nana Kwejo says, nice. And Nako says, she's diamond indeed.
There are more than that, actually.
And this guy says, Chimwazo, what?
I don't know if he's dropping his number for her to call him or what.
Okay, Nan Thomas says, the propaganda that is peddled by the president in the recent reshuffling tells us that. Why is he posting that here?
I don't know.
Okay. Kwesi Paul says she should see Oye later if she wants to be the voice of women and children. Parliamentarians represent a constituency, not a particular people. Let's be serious. Sunday says, what a wow. Change is really coming. I was not actually seeing that change, but incompetence and corruption must be brought to its knees by Nana Baomi after November 7. And Jabs Mohammed says, please go for Miss Ghana, madam. Politics no be your sector. Please don't waste that beauty. Why? And Pep Jr. says, Parliament is not a playing field. It's for serious-minded individuals. She can't be an MP. Never. Madakra.
Give
her a chance.
Give her a chance.
Yeah.
This one is a message from the Oil City, Boski. He says, nice shirt, Israel.
Thank you.
Diamond in Parliament. He's laughing out loud and he says, it's funny. I don't blame her, though, because there's a lot of incompetence on exhibition. Even those who he thought could do the job are misappropriating taxpayers' money. Not to talk of the outcomes from PAC. Ghana needs serious people to manage the affairs, not the other way round. Hashtag funny Diamond. And this one says, hey, Bibiara will come. This one is from Ahmed in Tamale. And what else? This one is from Humble in Dome. He says, now all the celebs want to go to Parliament. Very soon, Lil Wayne will join them. And Roxanne thinks it is good for Diamond to go to Parliament. And this one says, irrespective of everything, she wins the elections. You didn't add your name or location, but okay, are you trying to say she's going to win the election? And this one says, oh, Ghana, where are our good pastors? We need them, not these people. So those are the comments coming through on social media. We'll have your comments on the A+ mashup video that we showed you yesterday when we get back after the break. And you're welcome back to the interactive segment on Joy News Prime. We've been talking about the increased utility tariffs, that is electricity to be specific. And we've also been telling you about musician Diamond Appiah, who is planning to run for Parliament. And this one is a message from Bash in Cove Town. He says people cannot even make love with their wives because of these killer taxes, Israel. That's what a lot of people are saying. Those who were demonstrating on Wednesday had a particular song. But I'd like us to read the comments coming on A+'s mashup video about this Guantanamo Bay.
We didn't give them the entire video yesterday. Do we intend to do that?
No, we just want to show a snippet for those who didn't watch.
Okay.
So let's just see a snippet of the video and we can take the comments. Okay, so that was just a small piece of the video. You can go to our Facebook page.
Of course, we have the whole thing loaded there, and it's gotten quite. It's trending. We have 309 shares so far. And,
over 8,000 views as well.
All right, so let's get to some of the comments. Noor Alaji says, A+, big ups. Masa, this is not about A+ or MPP. Is the president telling the truth? Of course not. Shame on. Oh. Kesta Boadu says, if the youth of Ghana sits quiet, I can assure you that by the time we turn 70, the same thing will happen and will become disappointments to our children and our country, because what we keep seeing and do nothing about means our endorsement. We should be careful what we endorse today so that we don't look back after 15 years and cry, because by then we would have disappointed our country. Kofi Ankara says, big ups A+ for saying the truth. Mahama has lied to us. Emmanuel Debra says, I live at Kwada's Estate in Kumasi. The government and the PRC told us they're increasing the tariff for improvements. I used to pay 15 cedis water bill per month, but yesterday they brought to me 70 cedis water bill. But we have not had water for the past 5 days, and this morning too we don't have light. I feel deceived.
Still
I'm looking for a lawyer to send the matter to court. And
still on those tariffs.
Pierre Cleto says, one upbringing has an influence on the person's life, but society has a duty to complement what your family gave. Again, your status must positively affect your character, but if that fails, then you fail to grow from fixation. JM, I doubt your northern trait. And Ben Zenu says, you see how Ghanaian make fun? Everything is like a joke to us. Ayo. And Emmanuel says, attackers are getting ready for you guys. Big men using different names as accounts will start insulting you guys immediately. They get to see this.
Oh no.
Well, yeah. You can insult us. To some extent, we're also dead goats.
Well, let's go on to Twitter and see what's trending over there.
All right, so on Twitter, we have Paul's giveaway. We have the Paul's giveaway. We have my live experience. And Interesting speaks. And Interesting has been having some interactions with her followers on Twitter. And Melanin Girls.
That's been trending for 2 days in a row.
The Melanin Girls.
Yes, it's a song. Ochiame Kwame's brother has done a song on black skin, and he was featured on the BBC, and I think it's generated more trends. So for the past 2 days, it's been trending.
And our own Joy SMS is also trending. Joy SMS, I'm sure, will be trending because of some of the stories they've been doing, and some of the topics that have been coming up on SMS this past few days. If we're all going to be honest and sincere, the president hasn't been truthful to Ghanaians. So that's something that's been retweeted by Joy 99.7.
And that's about all we have time for. But before we go, we would like to share these pictures with you. It's coming in from Prince Moro in Boku. He says the images we are seeing are a section of the Boku Central Market. This is where our women and children trade day in and day out. I would be glad if you could use your good office to aid so it could push the city authorities to act. So that is it. Very filthy market.
Yeah, and I'm seeing the
place.
photo, and I don't quite believe that. I mean, a thing like that is going to be happening. So, I mean, this is a market. It's obvious. You can see stalls over here, but it looks to me like it's a disused market, or that section of the market is not being used. But apparently, he says
people use the market. People sit there
to do business.
And if you look closely in the second image, you can see clothes being displayed for sale.
It's horrible. I mean, this shouldn't be happening. I don't know why they can't clean up the market. There's something they should be able to clean
So this is Boku. City authorities, please, we are calling on you to act. And that's it for the interactive segment on Joy News Prime. It's brought to you by Airtel. Enjoy more talk, longer text, and all the internet browsing. It's been a pleasure serving you. My name is Ifua Harrison. Enjoy the rest of your night and have a great weekend.
Thank you for coming by. It's been fun having you on the show.
Bye.